Hey y'all, hey, welcome or welcome back to Heaven's Cozy Corner. I know it's been a minute, and there's a reason for that. Today I want to share where I've been, what I've been walking through, and my journey teaching in the DOE, while finishing everything I needed to complete this degree. This journey is about teaching, but it's also about faith, perseverance, and trusting God when things don't look the way you imagine they would. On the days when my body felt heavy or when something felt off in my spirit, I would come to work early to ground myself. I would put on my gospel music. That's how I prepared my spirit for the day. Worship reminded me why I started and who was walking with me through it all. My journey with the Department of Education started through Teach for America. I had worked in other schools before, but this experience was different. This was my first real DOE experience, balancing graduate school, full-time teaching, and my health at the same time. My very first DOE class was my fifth graders, and they will always hold a special place in my heart. I still miss them. They aren't fifth graders anymore, but they'll always be my babies. That year shaped me in ways I didn't understand at the time. I taught a general education class with 2 special education students. And looking back now, I can see God quietly showing me where I truly belonged. From the beginning, I felt resistance. From the moment I advocated for myself, asked questions about the building, and disclosed my disability, I was treated like someone who wouldn't succeed. But every single day, I showed up anyway. I recorded my lessons for school again and again and again. Administrators would enter my classroom while I was actively teaching and recording. My lessons were interrupted, cut short, taken over. And instead of hiding it, I sent every single clip to my professor, even the ones where my lessons ended early. I searched for learning in moments meant to discourage me. That year felt like survival. If I had to describe it, it felt like being in Matilda. I was Miss Honey, trying to create warmth and safety, while authority felt overwhelming. But my students saw me. They saw what I was navigating, and because of that, they trusted me. They tried their best. Every hand went up. Even if they didn't know the answer, they tried anyway. We supported each other. We protected each other. We survived together. They refused to let me take my class on a trip, so we created our own experiences. I gave up my lunch breaks. I created Fun Fridays. Those moments weren't just fun, they were necessary. They were joy in the middle of pressure, and we made it through. My students moved on, and so did I. I later moved into an ICT classroom. As a special education teacher, once again, I love my students deeply. The children were never the challenge. What carried me through that year were 2 co-workers who became real friends. We shared so many of the same beliefs, values. Watching her pour into teaching mirrored the same love and dedication I gave my own students. And through all of this, I have to mention my mom. She's been a teacher since I was a little girl. Even though I fought being a teacher for so long, she never stopped believing in me. And here I am, walking the very path I once resisted. Eventually, I had to listen to God and listen to myself. I realized staying in the wrong environment would cost me my peace. So I chose alignment. I chose growth. I chose myself. This year changed everything. I'm now in a 12 to 1-to-1 special education classroom, and I'm thriving. I feel supported. I feel appreciated. I feel at home. My paras are incredible. My students are growing socially, emotionally, and academically. Outside of school, this season tested my body too. In the last few months, I experienced multiple allergic reactions. Unexpected, uncomfortable, and exhausting. On top of that, during a routine checkup, my doctor became concerned about 2 moles on my back. Both were painful. Both needed to be removed. I processed it quietly at first, and then I had a conversation with my family and went to go get it taken care of. They removed both of the moles and sent them off to be biopsied. I had one removed and then the other. Both biopsies came back benign. It was a relief. Healing wasn't simple. One incision reopened, and I had to return for a deeper treatment and slow my body down so it could heal properly. Then came a procedure to remove my toenail, and just when I thought I was finished, I ended the semester with my foot in a boot due to a hairline fracture. But through it all, I kept my faith. I kept praying, I kept praising, I kept showing up. I want to share a scripture that my friend said to me last year For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Stuck with me last year and is still showing true this year. I finished what I started. I submitted all of my coursework, every assignment, every requirement, every piece of paper, everything I needed to complete this degree. It's officially done. Now I'm just waiting for my next steps toward graduation and what the school may need me to do next. This journey wasn't easy, but it was purposeful. Every classroom, every challenge, every season of doubt, it all led me here. Thank you so much for tuning into Heaven's Cozy Corner, and I'll catch y'all next time.